Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the vlog and happy birthday if today's your birthday. I'm feeling a little bummed out today because I'm just drinking a normal old coffee. I miss my chais. I miss them so much. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, like Connor's on the phone. I can hear my neighbor on the phone. It's a lot of men just being loud. I just haven't been drinking anything in the morning, but it's making me get hungry so much earlier, which I would prefer not to be hungry earlier because I like to just hop in with lunch. So coffee it is. It doesn't hit me. It's just not what I want. It's just not what I want. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure that my mom has a box of the chai K-pods at home for me just because she had them for a while I was home. So at least I'll get a little taste the next time that I'm in Jersey, which honestly isn't too far away at this point. We have 2.5 months and then I'll be back home. I can't wait to see my fam. And I have a feeling that this summer is going to fly by. I would not be surprised. I mean, I think it's gonna be pretty crazy, pretty busy. The rest of the year has been, so I don't know why it would slow down in the summer. You know what I was thinking about, you guys? How much I miss summer break. Don't you think that we should all get a summer break? Doesn't that happen in some European countries where they get a month off in the summer, everyone? I really feel like that should be a thing. We should all just shut down, chill out, relax, enjoy summer a little bit. I just think we're really missing on an opportunity there. Anyway, I was really just coming on here to say good morning and to complain about my coffee for a moment. So hello, good morning, and I got my complaining out. And now I'm going to just hop into some work. It's gonna be a busy day here. I'm trying to get a lot off my plate because tomorrow I want to focus on some stuff for my business. There's some forms I have to submit and just some sort of housekeeping stuff that I need to take care of. I want to be able to dedicate tomorrow to that and then Friday to cleaning out my closet. The time has come yet again for another closet to clean out. So we're gonna take care of that. And that's what the rest of my week is looking like, in case you were wondering. I know no one asked, but there you go. Now you know. Let's get into it. Oh my God, you guys, it is 1:15 p.m. Connor has been on a call for an hour and 15 minutes. And I am starving. Oh my God, I'm dying to make lunch. But he is just chatting out there. I mean, not just for fun. It's a client call, so there's nothing he can do about that. But I'm just is this gonna go on much longer? Because I am so hungry. That is the one problem with Connor working in the living room, is I cannot access any of our communal spaces while he is working. I'm waiting 15 more minutes and then I'm gonna have to very quietly make lunch because I am so hungry. Good day so far though, very good day. Getting a lot done, which is great, but I am running out of steam now. I need some food. All right, making lunch for Connor and I. Found this recipe on TikTok. So in this bowl I have cucumber, red onion, tomato. I'm gonna add chickpeas, a whole can since we're both having it. And then I made a sauce, which is olive oil, lemon, apple cider vinegar, Dijon mustard, salt, pepper, garlic, and I'm just going to pour that right over top. Toss it all in there, and then, yeah, all we do is spread some hummus on pitas, put this on the pita, and sort of eat it like a little wrap. And that's the whole thing. I think it's gonna be so good. I'm very, oh no, very excited.
Talk about super easy. Yummy.
Delicious.
Mmm.
Look at how good this looks. Oh, I'm very excited.
Looks amazing.
Mmm. Mmm.
Oh, wow. Right?
So yummy.
Mmm. You know it's good when you don't even move after the first bite and have to take a standing up second bite?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
So yummy. Easiest lunch.
Does somebody want some attention? Yeah, I think somebody needs a little belly rub. Yeah, such a good girl. Yeah, a little chin action. Oh, it's so sweet. Look at that. I love her.
End of the day, about to work out. I'm literally just having one of these stupid... Was I vlogging this day? I think I was. When I tried to make homemade Cheez-Its, they did not work, but they do taste delicious. So I mean, whatever. Anyway, just getting into a little strength flow. I am cramping really hard on my period right now, so we're gonna see how this goes. you guys. That felt really good. Getting the air fryer down myself is such a struggle because we keep it up really high. It's like the only place it fits, and I am a short gal. Okay. Molly? Why? Why are you running in here like that? So everything's fine. Drama, okay. So friends, my last attempt at a TikTok snack, which were the cheeses, were in fact a fail, but we're gonna try another one today that I think is pretty surefire. I saw this recipe on TikTok for doing air fryer artichoke hearts, which just sounds amazing. I love artichokes so much, and obviously artichoke hearts are the best part. And believe it or not, I've actually never bought like a can of artichoke hearts before. Usually, like, I grew up eating artichokes where you would like peel the leaves off and like eat like the stuff on the inside of the leaves and then like eat the heart, obviously. It's so yummy and delicious. But yeah, this recipe calls for a can of artichoke hearts, so we're gonna give it a go here. Okay, so she basically tells you nothing, so that's not helpful. So annoying. I hate when people upload TikTok recipes but don't include the recipe. So we're gonna preheat the air fryer to 400. These are so good. I can love artichoke hearts. I could just eat them like this, honestly. Delicious. So I'm just gonna sort of pull them out and lay them down here. Get some olive oil here and just pour some of that in. Salt, paprika. Oh no, that's the chili. There's the paprika. And some garlic. I'm just going to use a little brush and just like brush the olive oil mixture on top of all of these. Now what I'm gonna do is transfer them into my air fryer, I think. So let me get some tin foil down. And I'm just going to transfer them in here now. I'm gonna try to fit all of these in here. I don't really care if they're touching each other. And the last step is just to sprinkle some Parmesan on there. So I'm just going to do that. Now we're gonna stick it in here. At 400 for how long? It can't be that long. Oh, it says 14 to 16 minutes. I guess to get them crispy, so. Fine, we shall do it for that long. And we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, so looking pretty good. Love it. I feel like they didn't get as crispy because I had them like really piled in there, but that's okay, I really don't care. As you saw, I was eating them raw, so I'm not super concerned. These look so yummy, you guys. I'm very excited. By the way, I just used that time to like get comfy, took my makeup off, got in a comfy sweatshirt, my new merch. If you guys missed it, I have a new merch out right now. It actually just launched today as I'm filming this. So many of you have already bought it, so thank you so much. I'm so excited. Love you all so much. But let's try these artichokes, shall we? The girl like made a dip in hers, some sort of like protein dip or something, I don't know, but I'm just gonna use everything but the bagel. I sort of wanna try like a small one just by itself first though. That's great. Tastes delicious. Artichoke hearts are so yummy, I can never get over it. Great with a dip. A win all around, must say. A TikTok snack that wasn't a total fail, unlike my last one. All right, let's check the second batch. Looking good. I think I want to give it a little bit more time though. I already gave it more time than the other one, but it's just not as crispy as I want it, so whatever. Like if this batch gets ruined, if it gets burnt, that's fine because there's barely any in there. And we're just gonna see what happens. This is an experiment here. Okay, these are all finished. They look pretty good. And I didn't have as much like oil and mixture to put on these ones because I didn't want to make more since there were only a few. So I think that definitely would have helped too. But anyway, I'm just saving the rest of these for like later tonight or tomorrow whenever I want them. Because it's already 7, so it's coming up on dinner time fairly soon. I don't want to ruin my appetite. By the way, I forget if I said this, but Connor went out to meet up with a friend to watch the Maple Leafs otaku playoffs right now. I think he's staying out for dinner, that's what he told me, so we'll just be making something here on our own. Well, small change of plans. Connor actually didn't eat out and he should be home like any minute now. So we're gonna make sushi tonight. That's sort of what I was craving anyway. So I was probably gonna make it for myself either way. So even better that we both get to enjoy it. I wanted to talk to you guys because I totally forgot to let you guys know that I watched the Abercrombie documentary. I think it's called like White Hot or something like that on Netflix. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. It was really interesting. I was in particular interested because I worked at Abercrombie when I was a teenager. And honestly, it wasn't super shocking based on my experience there. A lot of the stuff, some of the earlier stuff, like the graphic tees, which had like extremely racist imagery on it, I had never seen before, and I think came before I was even wearing Abercrombie. Like, I probably didn't start wearing Abercrombie until 2006 or 2007, probably like 2007, maybe even 2008. So anyway, I think that was back in like 2003, 2004. So that stuff I was pretty shocked to see. I mean, not surprised to see it. Like, that does add up for me based on what I know about Abercrombie, but I did not know that had existed. So I was surprised to see that stuff. Other than that, a lot of it really made sense to me. The stuff about the managers, like this whole attitude of like the people had to be like cooler and like elusive and actually not that helpful. Totally true. I remember one of the manager that hired me in particular had this air about her that she was just hot shit, you know? And I just remember thinking, you're like the manager at an Abercrombie, New Jersey. You need to, you know, cool your rockets there. But a lot of my other managers were very like chill and fun, and I had a great time working at Abercrombie. I really did, honestly. I loved working there. I loved the people I worked with, made a lot of friends. But very disturbing to hear about some of the practices that they had, in particular on the corporate level. Definitely disturbing to hear about the sexual assault allegations. It was some bad There's some bad stuff going on there, which, as I said, really not a surprise to me. I didn't know all the details, but Abercrombie is not exactly a very moral company. I remember I worked there when the CEO came out and said that he did not want fat people wearing his clothes. I was working at Abercrombie at the time when that story broke, and I remember a mom came in with her daughter and like just put a bag of clothes down. I was working behind the register and just like stared at me, and I was like, "Can I help you with that?" And she was like, "Yes, I don't want these anymore." I was like, "Do you have a receipt?" And she was like, "No, it's past the 30 days, but I won't allow my daughter to wear these clothes anymore because of what your CEO said." And at the time, I remember being like, "Lady, I don't have control over any of that. I'm 17. I'm just here for a paycheck, and it's not much of one at that." But yeah, I do remember that happening, that story coming out, and there was definitely some backlash. Another crazy thing that Abercrombie would do is they would control the exact outfits that you would wear, and they would change every quarter. So every 3 months, you would have to spend an entire 2 weeks paycheck to buy new outfits to wear to Abercrombie for your job. They didn't like give you the outfits. You had to spend your own money on it. You got your employee discount, but still we were making so little money that like it didn't matter. I would spend an entire paycheck 4 times a year to buy new outfits to wear that Abercrombie had like deemed appropriate. Totally ridiculous. Oh, Molly-Kay, you're so cute. She's all cuddled in here. What a cutie. In other depressing news, this Roe v. Wade thing is really weighing pretty heavily on me. So if it's weighing heavily on you as well, know that you are definitely not alone. I think women, you know, around the country and honestly around the world are feeling the same way as you. It's a very, very scary time. I feel very blessed to live in California, where I believe abortion will more than likely always be legal. But man, I feel for women everywhere, no matter where you are, but in particular in states where those rights are already being threatened. And certainly with the Supreme Court decision, it would just be so bad. Oh my God. I was just like in this hole on TikTok. I just like, my For You page was just showing me stuff about it. And I honestly was just sitting here crying, watching it and going between sad and mad because it's a really scary time. So please know, if you are just feeling whatever you're feeling about it, that you are not alone, and I'm so sorry. I really am. I can't believe it. Ugh, sorry, I don't mean to go down this path right now. It's just on my mind. It's on my mind. Anyway, the whole point of this, as I said, whoa, screeching noise. The whole point of this, as I said, is just if you're having some feelings out there about what's going on with the Supreme Court decision right now, I feel you. I am with you. I am sending you as much love and grace as I can. And this clip really got away from me, so let's go ahead and make some dinner. Sorry if things got a little doom and gloom there for a second. As I said, just on my mind. It is all good, and we are working on sushi now. I actually wanted to tell you guys some good news. Despite all that doom and gloom, I'm very, very excited to report that Connor and I have rebooked our trip to Hawaii again. If you've missed this whole saga somehow, back in March of 2020, before pandemic times happened, Connor actually bought me a trip to Hawaii for my 26th birthday. I am 28 now.
Shut up. No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're going to Hawaii?
So that's crazy. And we were going to go, you know, shortly after he gave me that. But then we all know what happens. We don't need to get into the details. So we had to cancel our trip. And then after that, we actually rebooked to go over New Year's, this past New Year's.
Okay, I'm booking it.
Trip to Hawaii is booked. Finally, Hawaii! But it was crazy expensive to go to Hawaii post-pandemic in general and also over New Year's. So again, canceled the trip. Wasn't worth it to us. We had waited this long, so we felt like we just wanted to do it right. We have rebooked our trip again, and this time, surefire. I mean, knock on wood, but I don't know what could get in our way. We are going to Maui, and we are going in June, which I'm very excited for. We were planning on being in Toronto in June, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to with the Hawaii trip. But this was basically the only time until the fall that we could really make Hawaii work, and we have waited more than 2 years at this point. So we just felt like, F it. Let's just do it. And we're going to be spending time in Toronto later in the summer anyway, so it's all good. Not to mention, tickets to Toronto for the dates that we wanted were like $700. Ridiculous. But I'm just so excited. I'm so happy to be back in Hawaii. Hawaii Jill is just a different gal. You know, like she is glowing and shining from the heavens. And that is that. Now, sort of bad news for you guys. I don't know how much vlogging I'm gonna do while I'm there. Little to none is the plan. Honestly, it will be one video. I am sorry, but I am there to enjoy my time with my mans. It's actually great timing. Like, I guess technically it's for my birthday from 2 years ago, but we leave on Connor's birthday. Our 4-year anniversary is only a couple weeks before that, which is also only a couple weeks away from right now. So wild. We booked one place that we're staying, which we're very excited about, and then still making decisions on the others, but it's going to be so much fun. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to be back in Hawaii. And mine and Connor's first time there together. So pumped. I'm gonna finish making this now. Show you guys when I'm finished. Wednesday tradition, sushi, and Survivor. Yay! I'm so excited. My favorite day. Actually, my real favorite day is Friday, I think.
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah, but I get the Sunday scaries pretty bad every Sunday. It's just so stressful having to go back to work after just not enough time off, you know?
I know.
But Friday, you can slack off a little bit because it's Friday and you have the whole weekend ahead.
I agree.
Which is very nice. And we chill at home on Friday nights usually, so again.
It's a new fun tradition.
Big win. Just popping in because I forgot to end the vlog and I want to. So just really here to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video today. And I will see you on Friday for another new one. Keep an eye out and I'll see you there.